Now, words with God.
Tonight's word, Megazordable. Tonight, Gargulus Gargler proves that his tube hands are Megazordable. He can confirminate that.
So yes, as you have discovered here, we at Castranger have coined the term Megazordable to describe something that may kachuk, which is the word that means to combine, but can also be combined into a Megazord. Thus, Megazordable. As in, the trigger machines and dial fighters that are being released have two different formats. One that is deluxe, and thus is Megazordable. And the cheaper candy toy / cash-upon versions, which do kachuk, but are not Megazordable. This has been Words with Gar.
Even though Ichi made the fucking word up, motherfucker.
No, that's not staying in, is it?
Oh, it absolutely is.
David, if you will.
We're live! Zenkaigan! Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel.
Disloyal and dangerous.
Smash.
Nightly.
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Jar.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global South Perka!
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
We're live! Oh no, wait. I listened to it.
No, I like the old opening.
No, I like the Tokuger opening.
Well, we are still using a Tokuger opening. Now it's just the Tokuger battle song.
I don't know why I got glasses for a podcast.
Right? I saw them. I'm like, I'm just gonna let you.
When you
do
were waving your
thing.
vinyl figure in front of fucking everybody.
I thought the glasses were for Words with Gar.
They were, and then
They were.
Then it occurred to me halfway through in my mind. Oh yeah, no one can see it.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, everybody!
I was like, that's all staying in. Welcome to episode 183.
I am your host, Night Lane, for what is going to be the last time. So all the fans are going, no, Night Lane's dead.
This week is, in fact, the death of Night Lane.
Actually, hang on a second, please. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, he's getting the steam gun.
No, it's okay.
You-
Just
Hey, you closed my pizza!
He even has an emo haircut to go with it this week. Anthony, put up that picture of Lane's new haircut again.
Alright, Night Lane, this is your end. I don't think so, Pinkcaster. Oh, yeah? Ah!
Am I supposed to be there helping someone?
Oh, hey guys, what's up? Pinkcaster Lane's back! Woo! Hello, I'm back!
and
Good to be
you-
back, I'm okay.
And you just
I'm
went
not worried about you, you're breaking a couch!
Ow!
You dumb fuck!
Night Lane is now dead. I have killed him forever.
Run the intro again!
Wait, what?
We're live! Zenkaigan! Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster Lane.
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Jar.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global South Perka!
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
And then we played it again with Pinkcaster.
With me! Yay! Hello, everybody.
Now we can start Game Grumps.
So I
Wait, I
still...
thought this was Castranger.
Whichever.
Anthony, cue the intro with you in it!
We're live!
Zenkaigan! Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel. Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster Lane. Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Jar.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global South Perka!
Breaking through all the limits, Goldcaster, Air Mode. Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Yeah! Woo!
Okay, no more cueing the roll call. Shit, I just said cue the roll call.
Right! Loading.
Equipment wheeler, blue caster, cheetah Cecile. Loyal and loud, green caster, late. Explorer from the unknown, yellow caster, auto car. One spark of courage, green caster, breaking through all the ranks, gold caster, arrow. Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Really fast one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there we go.
Wait, but Dave spoke up in, so we have to include him too.
Fuck!
Alright, run it again!
Equipment wheeler, blue caster, cheetah Cecile. Loyal and loud, green caster, late. Explorer from the unknown, yellow caster, auto car. One spark of courage, green caster, breaking through all the ranks, gold caster, arrow. Queen from the capital, mercury caster, overkill. Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet. Radio Sentai Castranger. On air!
Jesus Christ, my head's spinning.
Too many roll calls.
Alright, we know who we are and we know who's here. Let's start the show.
Oh, my head's spinning.
I feel like I'm a little further from who I am. I don't know.
Who am I?
It's Precurary!
It's Precurary!
Precurary.
Oh, my gun's off. Damn it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Welcome. This is another theme month here as Castranger. We're doing Precurary.
Yeah, so we figured, you know what? Precure is like Emily's greatest love, and you know what? We figured, why don't we not give a month to, you know, watch a series that she loves so very dear to her heart. So.
It's very kind of you, but I swear that the last thing I wanted was to force you into a theme month.
You've not forced us. Like, it was my idea, if I remember correctly.
You don't force theme months around here. I do.
I was like, that's some, yeah.
Yeah,
you know what the difference is? She'll be here for the whole month! Hopefully.
As far as I know.
Well, excuse me for
no,
having
unfortunately, I'll be here.
From the life.
Excuse me!
Well,
I had a life and then I lost.
So yeah, so all month. All month.
No.
Excuse me. Damn it!
Don't throw a
Pizza
Don't rebound pizza crust off me into the box.
Hashtag Pizzanaria.
And then fail to do so. Your failure is what I'm angry at most.
Fuck!
Garcon, I thought I smelled failure.
Wow! I'm gonna tell Cell you fucking stole his bet.
He's not here!
He will be eventually.
You'll hear it.
Well, when he does, then he can have it out. Until then.
But yeah, so
When's he
this
coming
week we're
back?
talking about Build episode 20, Kyuranger episode 47, and for our first feature topic of Precurary, we're talking about the first episode, 3 episodes of the original Precure series.
Futari
Gotta
with
love Precure,
Precure.
which is together we're Precure.
We are Precure.
Yeah.
We're pretty cool.
We are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong.
Moving right along. Because we are fancy free.
All of us know it.
I don't. I have no idea what's going on right
That's
now.
from the Muppets.
Love is a battlefield.
It's just turning into different songs like some kind of mutating cancer.
Emily on Extra.
Whoa.
Emily on Extra showed me like the clip of just like fucking Kermit
Yeah,
yelling at Cookie Monster. It's an orange.
I was actually just thinking of that, but I didn't want to bring up the orange clip again.
That's great. Alrighty, build time.
So, the TV Nihon version of the episode started with this weird little superhero time segment where full bottles came out of the Q-let.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ichi, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna cut this. Can we just forever now make the build transition just the end of the actual build song where it sounds like We'll Make a Boy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, and from now on,
Yes.
we're just gonna use that as our transition.
I've been
because
genuinely trying
Yeah.
to figure out what she's actually saying.
I'm sure you can look up the lyrics.
it's We'll Make a Way.
Yeah.
Okay, it 100% sounds like We'll Make a Boy.
Right?
Which makes me think it should be the theme song for Monster Factory by...
You know what? Leave this all in. Play it again.
Oh, sorry. sorry, that's sorry.
Be the one, we'll make a way.
So yeah.
Wow, Emily's channeling her inner May there. sorry.
So yeah, Full Bottles came out of the Q-let, which is funny because the end of Superhero Time is Q-Tom coming out of Misora's oven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This has been a thing since September.
No, I know, but I mean the Full Bottles coming out of the Q-let is something I hadn't seen before.
You haven't seen that yet?
No.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm sorry!
Why aren't you reading?
Anyways, Mitan has now also permeated the recap zone, and she just comes into the recap, and she literally just goes, "Ooh, please stop the wall! I'll be your best friend!"
That's pretty
I don't
much
know where the list
exactly
came
what.
from.
This is like Elmer Fudd.
And Grace is just like, Mitanda!
Okay.
Okay.
But Grace hasn't done anything cool yet.
He hasn't even gotten the final form.
Wait, didn't like the fucking oil slick kick?
No, that was cool, but I'm saying, like, in the recap, he complains about not being able to do anything cool.
Great.
So, Stark starts the episode by literally giving Sento the hazard trigger. I just imagine, like, he tells him, like, okay, so you gotta put it in the driver, and I just imagine Sento putting it in the bottle slot. Okay, now what?
Now it's gonna self-destruct.
What are we doing, guys?
Danger, goodbye. Just explodes.
This show, Kamen Rider Winger, coming next fall.
Yeah. So, of course, he tells us how using the hazard trigger has a negative effect on the user through prolonged use, which is not surprising to any seasoned fan of Toku. And, of course, its effect is worse/fatal for the Sanba Garasu, because, obviously, the hazard trigger is just like using a Gaia memory. If you use it without a condom, driver, it's gonna have a bad time.
Oh, no. I heard...
Okay, I kind of spaced out there for a quick moment. I was like, wait, what?
That's not a good part to space out at all.
So, Sento essentially is told by Soichi that he was kept alive for the sole purpose of putting a leash on Banjo if he gets too ornery. Yeah, he's a natural-born fighter, and he's gonna get real angry, so I kept you alive to smack him with a newspaper when he gets too angry.
He's gonna get down to business to defeat the Huns.
May I ask the more seasoned professionals? Why'd I say that?
I mean, that's flattering, so go ahead.
Has there been a team this close before who have spent this much time fighting with each other?
Oh, you mean to have riders fought this much with each other?
Yeah,
That's pretty much the idea.
No, I don't mean like. Yeah,
I mean,
but
look
like
at
they
Ryuki.
live together and like are in the same side. I don't mean like.
I mean,
Kabuto.
Philip
and attack.
Philip and Shotaro always.
But they don't.
Rarely,
Yeah, but
they
they're
don't physically
one
fight.
rider.
Knight and Ryuki.
No.
Yeah, they live together.
I actually didn't mean physical fighting. I just meant had that much animosity between.
Oh yeah, Shotaro and Philip kind of get at each other.
Yeah, Ryuki and Knight, Blade and Garen.
Diamond Baron.
Well, they don't live together.
Yeah, that's the thing, because none of the seasons I've seen have had that kind of relationship. So.
None Kiba, none Decade.
Drive and Mama?
Nah, they
don't live together. Are we qualifying this as riders who live together?
Ooh, Ghost Inspector. They live in the same place.
I don't think.
Is living together not a thing for this argument?
I don't think Ghost Inspector really fit what I'm just doing a terrible job at describing what I mean.
Well, come back to us in 10 minutes when you have it all planned out.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, so we get introduced to the hazard trigger and just like
it looks like garbage.
I love it.
I
like that. It's just like for such a small thing, it just contains so much power.
The weird thing is, it looks cool when you're holding it. Like, it's designed to be held, but when you put it in the driver, it just juts out so awkwardly.
I don't mind it.
It kind of reminds me of a Axel's Boost.
Excel Boost, yeah.
Excel Boost.
I understand in terms of, like, what it is, but not really, because Excel Boost was literally just this little cartridge with a window on it.
It doesn't bother me that much.
It honestly, and I know this is kind of on purpose, but it reminds me more of the Cosmic Switch.
I thought you were about to say you gash it.
No, not really. It's the Cosmic Switch.
Which one's the Cosmic Switch?
Danger,
Four is
goodbye.
a super power up.
Forze's final form.
Oh, right,
I have it.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like, wait, that's a Forze thing. Meteor?
No, it's Meteor Storm.
Hubblebuff?
So the opening still has not yet been updated. Not
Yeah,
even so much to add grease
I
into
just
it.
don't care anymore.
Kamen Rider openings no longer update each other. I mean, look at fucking X8. Instead of updating it, they were like, fuck it, no opening.
And after the opening, we get Kazumi bitch-slapping the children.
Why is Kazumi bitch slapping the children?
Because they underwent the surgery without his permission.
Oh, right. I'm like, wait, why is she...
And then,
it's like,
and then
wait, no, that's...
they immediately think that, oh, you do care about us. No.
No, I don't.
Do you eat shit for breakfast?
No.
What's that?
It's from Billy Madison, or Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No!
Okay, that's actually a pretty good comeback to that.
So then we get the explanation that Kazumi has lost his memories of the trio from when they worked on his farm because of the Faust operation he underwent to be compatible for the belt.
You smell that? I smell V cinema in the future.
Maybe. He is the third rider, so...
No, if anyone's gonna get a fucking B-Cinema, it's gonna be fucking Ryuga.
No.
No, we're getting a cross movie. We're gonna get a cross movie.
I thought you were about to say Rogue, and I'm like, we are already getting the special!
Rogue needs a V-Cinema! Please!
You add up all of his scenes from the Blu-rays, and boom, there's your V cinema.
Effectively.
Ooh, all 30 minutes of it. Amazing.
Yeah, that's how long a V cinema should be.
Ouch.
I
just don't think you like V-Cinemas.
You
didn't like Spectres, you didn't like episodes of Stinger, you didn't like,
Well, no, I have valid reasons on why I don't like them.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not just like, oh, it sucks because it sucks.
You know what? You don't like things that take place after the show because, like you said in the Spectre movie, you're like, oh,
like
what does that have to do with it?
It's like, what's the point of it then? Like, if it took place in the show, it would add up to something, but since it takes place at the end of the show, well, then, like, there's no point in actually watching it then. Yeah, Sparkling happened in this episode, and he kicked Night Rogue's ass. And
okay.
No, that doesn't prove that Sento is getting stronger. That just means that Gentoku is getting weaker.
I just love how, like, he goes sparkling, and if immediately the battle descends into, yeah, we've already done this, you know how it's going to end.
Yeah, come on.
You're just lucky there isn't an awning here for you to explode into.
Okay, I'm going to jump to that then quickly. So, like, Gentoku's just getting, like, really, really pissed off at the fact that just, like, you know, nothing's going his way, and he's just like, ah, fucking damn it. And then, like, his father comes in because Misora fucking heals him from his coma. And he comes in.
Time for that rabbit tank spanking, I promise you, boy!
He's like, Gentoku, you can't do this. He's like, you can't go to war with them. We have to be peaceful about this. Gentoku's like, just fuck peace! We need to protect ourselves and attack them, or we're fucked.
Fuck it with the iron dick of war!
And then he just decides, fuck it, I don't give a shit anymore. Just transforms the Night Rogue, badassly.
Go to my room! You're not my real dad!
Go to my rogue.
Go to my room.
Go to your room! I'm already in my room!
Screams into
Slam.
pillows.
I want to be in my room! Yeah,
But
and he transforms and, like, they shoot at him or whatever like that, and the mist is, like, blocking the bullets, and he, like, turns his back to them and transforms. It's fucking badass.
Remember, kids, smoke is bulletproof.
And so since everyone got their memory erased of,
just
like, Night
teleport,
Rogue,
I
he's
guess.
like... They're like, oh, it's Night Rogue!
Oh my god! Yeah, because Stark killed anyone who witnessed him last
and
night.
then they erased his dad's memory
That
of him
was
becoming him.
super weird though when he somehow did the super villain vanish, just smoke and just disappeared.
Oh yeah, but someone made a interesting observation where when he transformed, he had a black undersuit, but then when you see him later, like when he's fighting Build, he has the brown undersuit again.
That was weird.
Yeah, so like, and like at first people were like, oh, it's just a lighting thing, but it's like, no, he clearly had a black suit. So.
But yeah, back to a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rocket Panda gets used to bail the fuck out of another battle.
Wait. Was Rocket Panda used in this episode?
Very quickly. So
Like,
much to the fact that, like...
They're fighting inside what looks like the hall where Con Bravo happens.
Oh my god!
Like, I pulled an Ichi, which Ichi was proud of, where I was just like, alright, come the fuck on! That's just stupid.
But yeah, he goes nin comic because
Come
he's fighting
on,
the
the
change.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Sorry, you had to say nin comic. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, the area where he transforms in a nin comic to fight the trio. That area looks like the building where Con Bravo happens.
See,
Well,
I've never been to Con Bravo.
Reenact the scene.
Reenact the scene.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Just
I'm
we'll
hoping
get
this year I can go to Con Bravo.
Now, Gar, you have to learn how to do shadow clones.
Are you saying he doesn't already know how to do shadow clones?
What are you trying to say? That I'm not a shadow clone right now?
Well,
and the other one's just laying in bed because he's tired?
The other one better be cleaning more dishes.
I just hear laughter coming from your room where I'm like...
When you came over, you
It's a
told
recording.
my mom that you practiced ninjutsu, so...
Yeah, it's just a recording.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
It's just a tape recording of Gar laughing, and then it just all of a sudden gets faster. It's just...
You can cut that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
That's fine.
I thought because he was super quiet showing up, so...
I accidentally scared Emily's mom.
Good job.
No, it's okay.
No, you're like me. Sometimes I'm too quiet, and then like I sneak up behind
That's
someone.
what
They're like, "Holy shit, Lane!"
My dad does that to me constantly, to the point where he actually is all like, "Oh, of course, again, I scared you."
Blaze in our chat is like, if Gar could do shadow clones, he would have been here for December.
Snap!
That's too far. No.
No, that was funny.
Okay, I wanted to be here for December, but sadly, reality had to come first.
Bite you in the ass.
Fuck real.
Yeah,
I mean, that's also why I wasn't here for like an insane amount of time, because school was terrible and then school was not a thing anymore.
Persona.
Anyway, so we're talking about Build.
Are you vaping the steam gun?
No, just shoot. Do it. Okay, I can do the shot.
Persona!
So-
I actually thought you were supposed to be vaping.
So what I liked about this episode too was that Sento and Ryuga are kind of starting to be like really polar opposites of each other and have different views. So like Sento wants to try to stop the war with like using as less force as possible, while Ryuga's just like, no, we need to use as much force as possible.
We have to go kick Hokuto's door in!
And like Misora goes up to Sento and eventually just says, he's doing it for you, man. He doesn't want you to suffer anymore.
I love how before she says all that, Sento comes in and he's effectively like he comes in and they're like, where's Banjo? I don't even care! God!
Yeah, I don't know and I don't care. Slams on the table.
Slams jacket on chair.
Yeah.
Both of you don't even know me! God! Just you hear the fridge sound effect?
You're not my real family!
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
slams the fridge. How have they not done that yet?
You hear the clattering of glass jars. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being a moron.
Can I just bring up one thing that I'm starting to notice throughout these episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Sawa and Misora are usually just sitting around the cafe eating or drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have become Walter White's son, where he only shows up for breakfast.
Oh,
scenes.
Walter Jr.?
Yeah, Walter.
Oh no! Oh jeez.
So could we please make that the thumbnail of Sawa and Misora hanging out with Walter White Jr.?
I don't want to do that.
Fine.
No, thumbnail needs to be some kind of Precure thing.
I wouldn't object to Precure with Walter White Jr. just suddenly in the background. You'd have to watch the episode to find out why.
Oh, man.
Or listen. I'm sorry.
So Gentoku realizes that the location info for the bottles is being leaked, so he spreads some fake intel.
Yeah, by extra Castranger.
Yeah.
It was pretty smart, too, actually.
He traps Grease and the trio in the old Faust base, and then proceeds to gas them.
I was wondering why that place looked
Stand
so
still
familiar.
while I gas you.
Yeah. Whoops, I left the gas on.
A
And, like,
terrorist
it's-
attack? I left the gas on, didn't I?
It's funny, they're getting affected by Kazumi in the Heart Smash or whatever like that.
Hazard Smash.
Yeah, Hazard Smash. And
Just
they're
call
just,
them a trio.
The cronies, whatever.
The crows.
Yeah, and the trio, whatever, and they're getting affected. And then just Grease decides, okay, fuck it, and just bursts a fucking hole through the wall. And then they're like, why didn't you do that in the first place?
Because apparently doing a double Hisatsu like that, because it was scrap finish and twin break, effectively downs him.
Yeah, and then they're super concerned. He's just like, fuck off! I don't care about you guys. Never did, never will.
You're not my real parents.
You're my real friends.
Yeah, you're not my real friends.
So yeah, then we have the fight between Build and Night Rogue, who uses his Meta Knight / Kamen Rider Knight Hisatsu.
It did look pretty
Yeah,
Meta Knighty,
holy
yeah.
shit. It was literally spot on.
Or it looked like the legendary Pokemon from Pokemon Moon.
Lunala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far in the game.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Lunala looks
I
a lot
actually,
like Rogue.
thanks to Lane's help, I am now one Pokemon away from a complete collection again.
And it's the one that hasn't been released, right?
Correct.
The one that everyone's saying is furry bait.
Yeah, Zero or
Furry
I like him because he's electric.
it looks cool.
I'm gonna be a furry.
Oh god.
So yeah, Build defeats Night Rogue,
And like honestly, me being a Night Rogue fan, him being my favorite character in Build, you think I'd be upset about him getting his ass kicked? But no, this is what he needed. He needed to realize, oh boy, the kids have better toys than me. I need to get the same toy
I need to make
to be on
toys.
par
Dad,
with the
I
big
need a
kids.
new iPhone.
Yeah, so pretty much he just says, he says, you may have gotten me for now, but I'll be back with even more power than before.
With
and then he fucks
blackjack
off.
and hookers.
Oh my goodness, he's EA. to get better at the game, I have to buy better equipment.
I'll be back with more DLC.
Pandora's loot box.
Mr. Krabs, is there a reason why you put a new one right beside the original? Money. Hello, I like money.
So my first thought, aside from that stupidity, was if Night Rogue is Meta Knight, does that mean that Kamen Rider Rogue is Galactonite?
Yeah.
I know that he's not.
Oh my god.
But he doesn't have wings. He's got crocodile themed, unless he's a winged crocodile, which sounds like both terrifying and awesome.
I mean,
Oh.
by the fact that Cross Charge did it, if he put the Taco Bottle in his driver, he could get wings. Yeah. But yeah, so while he's like crouched on the floor, and by the way, I noticed that this area that they were fighting in is the same spot where Kamen Rider Poppy debuted. I recognize those pillars.
Man,
So-
we should just go to Japan and find all these sites.
Just go on like a
Yeah.
tour.
Also,
Just have like a list of
that
like.
would be awesome. We could get takoyaki. And...
Yeah.
Props to Gentoku's stunt actor for fucking falling down those stairs like a boss.
Yeah.
No, that was just
Jeez.
Gentoku finding out that his paycheck's been cut.
And I just love him like crouched there on the ground, and he just like awkwardly points his gun up and like shoots some mist on himself, and that lets him vanish.
Well, no, he like shoots at Bill to just like keep him at a distance, and then yeah, just
So would you technically?
Swoop bomb!
So would you qualify that as beaming from Star Trek?
beat me up. God.
It's really weird if you consider that he's like actually turning himself into vapor and moving somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's smoke from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, also, I also starting to notice a ton of another thing throughout the course of these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
People walking up random staircases, which I think that's meant to be a metaphor for saying that like the show keeps escalating to like the higher level.
Sure.
Cool. That's a good observation, Gar.
So after that battle happens, we cut to the Toto army marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah.
And I'm actually sad that like Ryuga didn't like have like his own uniform or anything. He's just like in his regular clothes, and I'm like, all right, come on. If you're gonna fight in a war with this army, you might as well dress as them.
I was kind of expecting a Michi style form change where he has like a military uniform now.
Oh, this is Christmas Sweater of Evil.
Yeah, like that kind of like costume change.
I mean, we already seen him in one of those uniforms before, and he looked fucking awesome in it. So like, come on.
Which we saw again in this flashback.
Like, it's been a while since we've gotten a fucking Ryuga disguise, and I missed those.
Also, who would win in a fight? Team Takatora? Team Baron? Or, not Team Baron, Team Bravo? Or Team Ryuga?
I don't know.
Bravo, obviously.
Because remember in the Gaim Summer movie, where like the two opposing armies are just walking towards each other?
Yeah. But yeah, so Castle steps up and uses his city-destroying beam and beams down the whole fucking army.
Not the whole army,
well,
but some people.
90% of it.
Let's say 95.
Yeah.
95
So as the rest of them are swarming at him, we get what I thought was a very, very well-shot henshin with cross-charge.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Standing in the flaming battlefield.
Wait, hang on. Gotta get the dub right. Don't worry, I'll just knock him out with my smoke gas.
Smoke gas.
Yes, that big green laser beam was definitely smoke.
Yes.
I'll send him over to the next dimension!
Too bad it's Sunday.
I'm going to use my teleport them all home beam.
And everybody did run home, but I'm not running.
Look, they're parachutes.
I saw their parachutes.
Okay.
They're okay.
The cargo's people!
So before cross charge
sorry.
can get too out of control, Build uses Fly, and a turn later he swoops in and drops
Jesus
down on charge.
Da, 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 da.
And he's like,
Shit.
stop! Just fucking stop! No, fuck you.
No wonder you don't have any friends.
No wonder you don't have any friends.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend. Just flies him up and just
that
drops
song-
him.
Everybody's got friends. Stop fighting!
No,
No wonder you don't have any friends!
No, it's like, we're getting out of here.
Why do I recognize that as Shrek?
It's
It
Shrek.
is Shrek.
Yeah. Oh
Ju-
no.
Just picks up Ryuga, flies off. Are we flying? We're not flying. We're falling
with
with
style.
style.
And that's Toy Story.
It's just Senso, we missed.
Right.
We missed the wall. We're not aiming for the wall.
Riders are like boxers. What, they fight? Yes. No.
They have forms.
Yes.
Riders have
Have
forms.
forms.
Kaijins have forms. Riders have forms. Forget it. We all have forms. Music. Everybody's got music. Don't.
I don't care what everyone likes.
You know, can we just rewrite Shrek but with Kamen Rider?
Oh, yes.
Common ogre.
Kamen Ogre, yes.
Anyway.
But it's gotta be Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Just Bloodstark, some of you may die, but that is a risk that I am willing to take.
Why does that sound like something he'd actually say?
Right?
Oh, it's hideous.
Blood-
Well, that's not very
Power
nice.
Rider build,
He's just a
Bloodstark.
secondary
No,
rider.
Bloodstark played by
Yes.
John Lithgow.
I would be so down.
We all would.
Okay, Emily got it. It's hideous. Well, that's not very nice. It's just Ryuga.
He's only a dragon.
Blaze was just saying who would be Donkey, it'd be
Yeah,
Ryuga.
Ryuga would be dog.
Eddie Murphy has Kamen Rider Cross.
Henshin, baby.
I got my rider belt. I got my rider belt. Drops his bottle. I still got a rider belt.
This is
Santo, I'm using Splash!
Of course you're a Kamen Rider.
Just gets like a horse theme form. I'm a stallion, baby.
No, that's just when he turns into the Splash version.
No,
Smash, baby!
Wait, that's it. Puss in Boots has to be Grease.
Smash! In boots.
Grease.
I mean, they already, yeah, they already say robot.
What have I done?
The cat full bomb or Splash Jelly.
Princess Misora.
Princess Misora.
Puss in
Yes.
boots.
How did this turn into this?
That's so much more awesome than I expected.
We need animateds, goddammit! Anyway, so then we get the debut of Kamen Rider Build, Rabbit Tank, Hazard, and fucking motherfuckers! They did the henshin at the last second of the episode, so I have to wait till fucking this week's episode, the newest episode, to see him fight, which by the time this is up, I've already seen it, so holy shit, it's awesome!
Alright, so let's talk about the henshin. The sounds...
It's a waffle maker!
The sounds that the Hazard Trigger make, I love them. All of them. Especially Hazard On!
No. You know what?
How
You
it
need to
ends with,
replace the
oh,
song
no.
with? I am Iron
Man.
Man.
Vote for me!
It actually makes sense too.
Because the 90s Iron Man had the suitcase.
So yes, the frame for Hazard is an actual, like, mold press of sorts.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
and
mold
people have
press.
been making jokes. Well, he better fucking stand perfectly still, as if he moves an inch, he's dead.
You are dead.
dead.
Oh, Eitaro in our chat pulls up a description of Hazard. I think this is the first time I've seen an upgrade declare, "Fuck, go back!" about itself.
I'm honestly starting to wonder if cross charge is going to be temporary and he's going to go back to normal cross at some point.
I
don't know.
kind of want him to go back to being cross for a bit.
Fuck, go
Because-
back.
Because
Yeah,
it seemed like it
No.
seemed like way too short a time. Like
Yeah, right?
Oh, so also Sento did look up the hazard triggers, the keyword, and then he found out like footage, and then Katsuragi says, so with the hazard trigger, if you use it, it will like
It will kill you.
it not kill you.
I know.
It makes you lose like your sense of like reasoning and stuff, and
You catch the fever.
you pretty much become evil.
Not necessarily. You just give in to destructive urges.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sorry,
you go.
nothing will beat
So
though.
it's-
Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And nothing will beat how, like, Sento knocked over his coffee cup, gets a call from Gentoku, leaves. It's like, well, guess you're gonna have a coffee stain on your floor.
Yeah.
Now.
Good job,
There better be a coffee stain on the floor right
I
there.
am so disappointed that when he searched up Hazard Trigger, that Takumi didn't come on the screen. Excellent! You found my hidden file!
What the fuck are you doing here?
All I could think of was in Jurassic, in Jurassic
Don't watch!
Park
Delete this!
With Nedry's password protection thing.
You
didn't see the magic word.
Oh, you mean how Family Guy made fun of that with Stewie?
We just see the clip of just like, I think it's just like Sento just like over Hammond or whatever like that, and just sees Bloodstark just doing like scheming shit on the screen. I really hate that man.
And Facecore in our chat is like, pulls out an egg. This is your brain on Hazard.
The weirdest part of that is that those...
This is what happens to your friends and your smash!
Oh yeah,
the sequel
And,
commercial.
an asterisk underneath, you will have done all this.
Any questions? Yeah, what the hell are you on? That was the first...
That commercial used to scare me as a kid.
That was the first Nostalgia Critic review I ever saw.
And I just respond the same way JonTron did. So you're telling me that Hazard is a delicious breakfast?
No.
Don't eat the Hazard Trigger.
To make another JonTron joke, I have several more questions.
I have several questions. Stop! Slap it on with the might of Zeus!
Hazard Trigger.
We're not even out of build yet, and I'm already just...
But yes, I do like that when Sento presses the button on the Hazard Trigger, it just goes, Hazard on! And it's like...
No, it just hits the button. It's a bomb!
And it's like, yeah, gotta go on time.
I was waiting for the sub of this for so long because I've heard the chime that plays when you're spinning the lever with the hazard on, because that song sounds so awesome. And yeah, apparently it's like gotta go dun dun dun, gotta go dun dun dun.
So it's just like crank.
Yeah, kinda.
Crank.
And then finally, with a very, very fast
uncontrolled switch, Black Hazard, yabbay!
Oh no!
On second thought,
it's like he was frozen in carbonite.
Yes, I then Bloodstark shows. I was like,
more Star Wars jokes.
No, just he falls over. Ryuga.
Well, that's what I like that it is. That it's literally just like a mold, and then it just like presses onto him like it's like a blank slate. It's like a mold over a blank slate.
I can't believe that Ryuga basically is Chewbacca.
It's a waffle maker.
But yeah, so
it's a waffle maker.
No, she was talking about how I made Ryuga Chewbacca in the sequence. I just.
But yeah, so I'm kind of despite the song being cool for the Hazard form, I'm kind of disappointed that it's going to be the same chime for every single Hazard form.
I'm okay with
even though they're called Super Best Matches. Like, the way the belt is programmed, they absolutely could have come up with new chimes, or at the very least, have it be like, uncontrolled switch, blank, hazard!
Well, I'm curious to see what happens when you put a trial form with the Hazard Trigger.
I mean,
if it will still say Super Best Mash.
It doesn't. I've tried it.
Oh, okay.
What does it say?
I was able to trigger the switch in the build driver that thinks the trigger is in it, and it just doesn't say Best Match.
Okay.
Or Super Best Match.
Cool. But yes, so next week we get Build Hazard fighting, and it seems he's ashamed of something he did, which I like to think he kicked all the Hard Smash's asses
and probably killed them. Or at least Stag. I think he kills Stag.
So
well, whatever. I don't care about Stag.
I like Stag.
Oh my goodness.
I guess you could say it's time for his descento into madness.
It's Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
which is why next week's thumbnail for the episode is just going to be
Black Spider-Man with the Hazard
on the
helmet.
bell tower with Black Hazard's head.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first heard the belt go, yabbay! Which, by the way, is like a word for danger, or like, oh no, like Emily was saying. My immediate thought was to remember Ren from Exade. Yabbay!
All I could think of was webcomic name. You know that comic where the punchline of every comic is the main character saying, oh no?
Oh no.
I don't remember.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
But,
oh no. Oh
and,
yeah.
And the other thing I was thinking, it's your boy, Black Hazard!
Oh, God damn it. No.
No, he just turns into Super Saiyan 4.
Sure.
Alright.
I honestly hope that when he fights his build Hazard for the first time, he just doesn't say anything. You just hear, like, you hear kind of like an Agito, like, just like...
Just a low moaning.
Yeah.
Just this, you see his air.
That's the thing I noticed about Kiba. Whenever Wataru was Kiba, he never talked. Like, he barely ever did.
Well, yeah, because
he was antisocial.
Kiba's
also, he's trying to hide his identity.
Yeah, like, number one, secret identities, because remember when Kamen Rider was all about secret identities?
Well, the only people he needed to hide his identity from was the Wonderful Sky organization, who weren't there all the time.
Drive did for, like, 3/4 of the series.
No, he did for...
No, but the public...
He did for half the show.
Okay, whatever, half the show.
Phase Corps brought up the fact that the shot of the Hazard mold is missing the leg, one of the legs. That's because the other leg is on the front side.
Oh.
Yeah. It's on the inside of the front. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, hold on. Because, like, the left leg is on the front of the mold, and then the right leg is on the back mold.
I think it actually is supposed to be a nod to Han Solo and Carbonite. That's nice.
No, it's meant to be a toy mold.
Yeah, that's what I...
Oh, it's Play-Doh! He's Kamen Rider Play-Doh!
God damn it.
No, if he was Play-Doh, it would smash together. There would be a knob that pushes inwards, and he comes, like, squeezing
and
out.
he just gets, like, juiced
out. And he'd
out.
have a whole ton of, like, excess bits on the sides of him that he'd have to pick up.
Yeah,
and there'll be different colors.
Yeah, but once you start mixing the colors, they just become a gray.
Plus, he wouldn't taste very good.
Yeah, I have to say, though, I'm sorry for interrupting, but the idea of them using, like, an actual Play-Doh type substance and a driver that is, like, a Play-Doh extruder would be freaking cool.
Hey, they did it for Zyuranger.
They did?
Yeah, Fencer... They made
the monsters are made of clay.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Kamen Rider Black.
But it's just, like, can you imagine them actually doing that? Like, there's such a thing as conductor clay now. So, like, it conducts, so they could create it so it has metal pegs in there.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise me
and
that
then
much.
You could crank it, I know they just did cranks, and it would actually, like, go through the system, and when it hits the pegs, it would activate.
I'm still waiting for Kamen Rider scene.
I think that would be really cool, movie-themed rider.
Someday. I actually hope someday.
I will buy everything from that line.
You heard him, Toei. Your move.
Yeah, your fucking move.
Wait. Can I use this quickly?
Yeah.
Yo move, creep.
Yeah,
let the record show that Lane and Gar are playing with the steam gun.
Something that are alive, you're coming with me.
Needs to be communicated in an audio format.
Anyways.
For not smoking.
Yoshiraki!
Why was this the same plot as the Precure a la mode? Precure a la mode?
Everybody died except Lucky!
Wow, this episode was intense.
It was great.
It was, honestly, I probably shouldn't have watched it so early because I was just like, oh.
It was a hit and miss.
Fair enough. I mean, I thought it was really epic. Like, every character had some screen time, and like they all did really well. And
nice relationship stuff too.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, it's like, well, might as well get the relationship stuff out of the way. Raptor, Spada, give what the fans want.
Just fuck already.
What? Also, she's also something about that scene I thought was strange, and I'm sorry if this is out of nowhere. Am I talking too much?
Nope.
Okay, is that when they're sitting there and all like, we can't die because Raptor is gonna make us a feast. I mean, Spada's gonna make us a feast, and then Raptor says, and I have to be there to eat it. It took me a second. I was just like, wait.
No, it was the other way. Like, Raptor says, Spada, you have to cook us a meal. And Spada was like, well, you need to be there to eat it. Even though you're a robot and I don't know if you eat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was just like, wait a minute.
Also, I found...
Did Raptor eat food?
Also, I found this cute little picture of Spada and Raptor's suit actor with the Kyuranger jackets. Because if you really think of it, it would more or less be Spada and the suit actor, not Gokai Yellow, since she's on like a soundstage somewhere.
But it would be her voice. It would have to be her actor, just like they did with Candelira.
But chances are during filming, Spada probably would have had to act more with the suit actor than the voice.
No, but the point is, if this was going to be something in character, it would have to be the voice actor.
Yeah.
Just like what Candelira did in Kyuranger.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so the episode opens with a recap of Bird Boy got nommed. Now he's Dante. He's absorbing the life stream. We're all gonna get sucked. And we have 99 hours to save the galaxy by stabbing Birdman.
To quote Rat Trap, we're all gonna die.
Oh boy, we're all gonna die.
Yep.
So Lucky effectively tells everyone, yeah, you all have to die for my plan. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but go with it.
Alright, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You know what? If we got 99 hours, alright, see you all tomorrow.
It's more than we had to stop the Geth Star.
We had, 12 hours for that?
72.
Oh, yeah.
And they wasted 71 of them.
Ouch.
They did!
I'm starting to notice the trend with Kyuranger.
So, the opening plays, and I know it would never ever happen, but part of me, within the deepest recesses of my heart,
That they had Kotaro?
when they played Tsurugi's part of the intro, just have it as, the Dante style fucking Don Homage suit in the jacket.
Oh my god, that's
just
terrible.
walk down and point and smile.
Oh my god, yeah, just have him in there.
If that happened, I just would be like,
Don Homage!
No, if that would have happened, I would have been like, ah!
You're right!
Too many cooks, too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
Takes a lot to make a cue.
Takes a lot to make a cue.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Avenue Q.
Ranger.
Avenue
Kyuranger.
Fuck it, that's gotta be the title.
No,
Avenue Q.
I love
I'll
Avenue.
put that.
I love Avenue Q. I got to see it on Broadway,
I actually saw it in town a few months ago.
which was awesome.
Everyone's a little bit lucky today.
Well, so they all start having their own little character moments where oh, should we risk our lives? But the only moment that was worth mentioning is Naga, because he has developed the emotion of fear.
And Balance is just good job, man.
That scene was the scene that destroyed me.
I'm so glad Naga and at the end game is still getting development.
Yep.
Just you see Balance with I don't know what it's called. He had it around his
the thief cloth.
Yeah, the thief cloth.
I think there's a name for it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I always think
if
it was
Raven was here,
Komasan's back.
If a certain red caster was here,
I think I could be wrong, but I think it was first used by Ebisu Maru in Ganbare Goemon. That's the earliest instance of it I know of.
So it's just associated with
I don't know. It's a thing that thieves do.
But basically, it's
he tries to sneak up on him.
Balance wouldn't really try to bail last minute. Really.
No, that's why he was walking to Naga, not the escape pod.
I think he was just trying to cheer Naga. No,
I shall take
the Voyagers.
He was trying to cheer Naga up, I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, Balance, I feel something. It's called fear. You're afraid of that. It's
called an erection.
No,
I don't know. I thought of that.
Yeah, it's Naga, you're feeling.
Don't think of
fear.
that in concurrence with the fact he's snake thief.
Oh my goodness! Has it taken us 47 episodes to make a dick joke about Naga?
Oh, I'm sure we have at some point. But he talks about the emotions that he's learned: fear, joy, anger, sadness. These were the 4 elements.
Heart.
I was making an Avatar
He
joke,
already
but
had
sure.
heart.
No, but then you get
But then everything changed when Dark Matter invaded.
Then,
oh.
then Champ not Spot.
Champ, Kotaro, and Stinger.
That's we're all ready. Yeah. By the way, Kotaro, what happened to your little brother Jiro? Who?
Stinger literally turns to him and says, "You are the strongest Earthling." So he's Krillin?
Yeah, Krillin just shows up.
Hey!
Kotaro, where's Jiro? Cuts the fucking scenes from Amazon Season 2, just fucking him just eating fucking Jiro. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
I don't know.
Someone should do that. Edit that in. Just Kotaro, what happened to Jiro? No. Don't worry about it.
And then Stinger just fucking sings randomly, because why the fuck not?
And then Champ joins in, Kotaro joins in. I'm like, alright, we had enough of this in episode of Singer. We don't need any more.
Yeah.
Just Champ. Even though my voice is monotone, I'm going to sing anyways.
He talks about justice again, and then they start singing, and my immediate thought was, keep justice here in your heart.
No.
10 points for whoever knows where that's from.
I lost 10 points then.
It's the Garfield Christmas special.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while for that one.
I didn't watch it this year.
And yes, then we get some more Spada X Raptor ship.
Oh, I loved it.
Love it.
Love it. Hashtag Sparaptor.
Spada.
Sparaptor.
I would have gone with Rapta.
Spada.
Raptor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Raptor. Raptor.
Oh yeah, when his nose is done.
Yup.
Yeah.
That was
When they
great.
quote unquote kissed.
Like if her helmet wasn't on, he could have just pointed the nose into her nose slot.
Ew.
No Spada Yamate!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did anyone else notice at some point that when the battle Orion ship is flying through space, the tank treads are spinning for some reason? Because I didn't notice until this episode.
Because it's gotta fly somehow
Wait, what?
in space.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's like Lucky's like 3, 2, 1. Well, guess I'm going on my own.
I have to say that for that whole scene with the Orion, it's called the Orion Battler, right?
Yeah.
The Megazord
Yeah.
is the Orion Battler.
Yeah. It was really, I feel bad saying this, but it got kind of hard to take it seriously with it constantly talking like a Pokemon.
Right? That's what we've been saying since it debuted.
Yeah, like it's all like all like sad and everything. Then it's just
Blaze in our chat points out that the Spada Raptor ship happens in a ship.
It does.
Shipception.
Oh my goodness.
Ship shipping.
Ship.
So then, like, Lucky's the last one out of all of them, and for some reason he switched back to his red jacket, just because, like, why not?
Yeah, like he doesn't want to get his white jacket more messy.
Right.
So literally he's, like, the last one, and, like, it was really sad. Like, I knew, like, this wasn't the end of them, but still seeing them all just, like, explode, and, like, Stinger them, like, dying to, like, a bunch of Indibears just, like, blasting.
Yeah. You know what this was?
I was like, holy shit!
So, when they were staring down the giant army, that was actually a wallpaper-worthy shot. And then they all start fighting, like, endlessly. And it literally goes, they fight all day and all night.
No. And that is one of my complaints. It feels like you lose the sense of time during this fight. Which is meant to be...
The
like
show's not about time, it's about space.
But it's like, alright, I understand day and night. Like, it goes throughout the whole entire day. But,
and then it's day again.
Yeah, and then it's day again. Then it goes to night again. It's like, okay... Even the Kyuranger was like, we fought throughout the entire weekend. But then, it was time to end it.
We had to stop because we had school on Monday.
Like, even in the Kyuranger, they at least mentioned, we also stopped to have some food.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the fighting.
That's what Powerpuff Girls Z did. They stopped in the middle of their fight with Mojo Jojo in the first episode so they could all have ice cream.
I see.
Powerpuff Girls Z was awesome.
I need to finish that. But yeah, so we got this nice FPS shot of the Q crossbow. And then, yeah, so we see Orion Battler and weirdly the Kajiki Voyager fighting off the Moraimars. It's so weird to, like, the 2/3 of the season Battle Zord and, you know, one of the starting Zords just flying around like a fucking satellite.
Yep. It's like
I'll save you! Pew, pew!
No, it's like in the Subspace Emissary where they're all going through the black hole and then you see Olimar's ship.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And I realized, watching this, what this was. This episode is the Mass Effect 2 suicide mission.
Yeah.
They all die.
Lucky is
one at a time.
Lucky is Shepard.
Yeah, but that leads into problem number 2.
The child dying?
No. I don't mind them dying.
Oh.
I just wish that all of them were at least unique instead of, oh, we're all just going to blast them. It's like in Rogue One when half the cast...
Grenades.
Spoilers for Rogue One. Most of the cast gets killed off by grenades.
Yeah, because that was when, like, the director decided, okay, I'm going to kill them off.
Yeah. So it could have been at least a bit more unique.
I understand. I understand, and I would appreciate it if they were a bit unique, but we don't have time for
But that leads into the best death scene in the episode. Balance and Naga.
Oh.
They don't get blown up. Balance and Naga literally fight dying.
And Balance gets, like, deactivated.
Like Balance falls to the ground with his eyes like, shining off. It's like, oh,
that was horrifying.
He actually... Then Naga falls to the ground being like, well, guess that's it. We're done. And, like that... Like, I was close to crying.
I was too. That
No,
scene
that was
was
very
That must have been bad for you, Emily, because Balance was your favorite.
when his... Yeah, it was really sad scene. I know, I knew they were going to be okay, but The proof of how much I care about them is that even though I knew they were going to be okay, it still hurt to see them die.
Yeah.
Balance's eyes just went off. Like
But then we find out Lucky's plan was, alright, when Rampo got sucked in, I saw his Kyutama get sucked in, so if we get all our Kyutamas inside Donarmage, we can all launch out, we can save everybody!
Because that's how science
Well,
works.
you know what? My counterpoint to, like,
at least they
to
didn't
this
make a giant
is,
cake inside him.
we don't know how powerful the Kyutamas are, so I think they're capable of doing something like this.
The plan effectively devolved into...
We need to lose!
We need you to all get sucked so I can punch you out.
Oh my goodness. They never did explain it.
What?
Where the Kyutamas came from.
Space!
Constellations. Like when Lucky first got his, it came from the Leo constellation.
Yeah, the constellations like chose them as emissaries.
Phenomenal cosmic power! Itty bitty henshin thing.
Itty
bitty Kyutamas.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Armor? Weird device? Monsters? Ah! I have a Power Ranger.
And then yes, they all come back, all 12 of them, and Sergei's like, "Oh, thanks guys, I love you."
Also saved that as wallpaper of all of them like holding their Kyutamas together, being like, "Thank you, Galaxy Orbs."
And we get to see like what Donarmage looks like without like possessing anyone. And honestly, it fits him. It looks really nice.
It's a pretty convincing idea of what a blank form of Donarmage would look like.
I like it. It's cool. It's better than his like brain one he
you
had.
know what else we didn't mention that I enjoyed? Watching the Psycho Kyutama get shattered.
Oh yeah, it's like...
That was hilarious.
Damn. That happened.
Yeah, I know! It happened, and I was just like, ah! Ah!
Psycho! More like broke you.
No,
Yeah, it just shattered into bits.
I see it shatter. Wait a minute. Idea for Power Ranger
Not
Galaxy.
the viewing grid!
No!
No, just good idea for Power Ranger Galaxy Orbs.
No, you just like, you see me watching and seeing the Psycho Kyutama get shattered, and I'm just like, well, alright, I have to be accurate for accurate's sake. I just have a hammer about to smash mine, then I just see the Psycho Kyutama get rebuilt. Yay.
Damn it, I smashed it already!
No, I'm just about to... Yay, thank God. Psycho!
No, it just sees it. Oh, thank God.
Drop the hammer on it anyway.
Damn, I need another fucking Psycho Kyutama.
Oh, sorry, Lane, I can't order you another one. They're all sold out.
Fuck.
Blaze in our chat brings up a point. Lucky didn't bullshit his way through. He actually made a plan and followed through with it.
Yeah! Because Lucky's the fucking man!
Yeah, but...
That's amazing.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, and while we were in you, we absorbed your planetarium. So we're
planetarium?
The planetarium.
Planesium.
Planetarium. No,
we absorbed your planetarium.
No, we're calling it
actually.
planetarium.
I kind of like that actually. It sounds like almost like they might be giants.
Hashtag Garism.
Wait, is...
Stop. It's
was I wrong?
And guess what? The planetarium's megazordable.
Stop making fun of Gar.
Planetarium.
You know what I would love for them to do?
planetarium?
You know what I'd love for them to do?
I love planetarium.
Just pull what they did with the fucking Kerberos or whatever in the movie and just, like, use the planetarium in Kureno to just make it fucking huge.
That would have been cool.
Like, just fucking...
No, you know what they do?
Fucking Gurren Lagann that shit!
No.
Oh, start flinging universes?
No,
Yeah.
no. You know, you gave me an idea. What they should have done is, while they were all inside there, inside of Donarmage, use their Kyutama to summon their Voyagers.
Go!
And then, like, form the Megazord, which grows inside, and then just, like, telefrags them.
We win.
You just hear... Suzuki!
What the
What?
fuck?
Says
blow
the
up.
what?
Just, like, inflate and then explode.
You know what? On second...
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we did. And then he starts absorbing the whole galaxy.
Galaxy!
But I love this, well, like, as they're, like, bragging about their success to Donarmage, Lucky's like, we're all superstars. And my brain immediately went, we're the ones that got it this far, me too!
Let's do.
Oh, by the way, Tsurugi's A-okay, but no one cares.
Yeah, just
I do.
No, but, like, in the show, they're all just, like, grouping up and they're all focused on Donarmage, and not one of them is just like, hey, Tsurugi, you're back!
And
Fucking off!
Raptor kind of hugs Rompo and just goes, you fucking idiot, I hate you!
Maybe when they were in the void.
Baka!
And Tsurugi. Yeah.
Not going anywhere. I'm just touching my
Oh, that's fine.
And
So-
then, and then they're
Don-
about to transform.
So Don Armage plays his trap card and absorbs the galaxy.
Which is
He builds the overlay network and exceeds summons himself!
So this begs the question: did he absorb his armada?
Yes.
Probably.
Because if he
Yes.
doesn't, then this is what I've been thinking of. Even if we do defeat Don Armage, wouldn't there still be followers of him?
Here's the thing. Because Don Armage effectively
give a fuck.
becomes smoke when he dies and looks for a new host, they're going to have to come up with some way to, like, perma-kill him. I don't expect it to be well written at this point. They'll probably just, like, finish him off with the Ultrazord next week, and that'll be it.
Also,
He
Don
just-
Armage probably doesn't give a shit about any of this army.
You know what? Pull Voltron. Lord Zarkon is defeated. Call in Prince Lothar.
Well, it seemed like he didn't care because he was just going to absorb all of his followers anyway.
Calling his son Dan Armage. Dan Armage.
No, it's it'll be
good, man.
Armage.
Junior Mons.
Let's get him in.
Jean Armage.
So, they run at him, and the episode ends.
What's the Yoshilaki counter?
Oh, so...
There was only one this
There was
episode.
one he said, but there was one also during the episode preview. Do you want to count that one?
No.
That doesn't count since,
Okay,
Preview.
so in
since
that case,
it's a part of the title.
so in that case, there was only one, which means our counter is at 3:15.
All right.
Oh my goodness. 300. I think even Toei has lost count. I want to say Toei has lost count.
Well, as usual, we're doing a better job than Toei.
Fuck you, easy count.
I still...
So, next week, the finale, the episode is called Yoshilaki.
Fuck yeah! What a perfect
Well,
end.
wasn't it called Space Final?
Yeah, Space Final, something, Yoshilaki. That's why I was like, do I count that?
No.
Yeah, but we all know what's going to happen. 15 minutes into the episode, they finally defeat Don Armage, and then the last 15... Then the last 10 minutes...
Will be Spada serving them all
no,
food.
No, it's going to be 10 minutes of, like...
Where are they now?
Like,
Yeah,
resolution.
epilogue stuff, yeah.
5 minutes to them dancing to the cue time of dancing with the whole entire staff and crew, including some of the monster sequences, them saying thank you very much for watching the show, and then Red Ranger send-off.
Ooh, the send-off is... The head-off is going to be good this time.
I'm going to
Oh,
say...
yeah, because there's two Red Rangers.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I have a prediction for, I think, how the handoff's going to go, if you let me...
Go ahead.
Indulge me, please. So, how I think it's going to be is Shishi Red's there, and then what happens is Lupin Ranger kind of, like, sneaks in from behind, grabs Shishi Red's Kyutama from his Seiza Blaster, and he, like, Shishi Red's like, oh, what the hell? And Lupin Ranger's like, ha, 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 and, like, running off, and then you just see Petra and Ichigo just chasing after him, and then Shishi Red's like,
No, instead of running after him, he stops him.
and he just stops him and just goes,
And then they both just run.
and just,
Yep.
Maybe.
nothing beats the fucking Kyuranger Tokuger.
No.
Great.
No, nothing will ever beat...
You're pink? Nah, lol, no.
Nothing will beat the Bokenger Geki Ranger handoff or the Go-Onger Shikenger. And Gokaiger Go-Busters handoff.
Yep.
Because nothing will beat Gokai Red coming down from the galleon, meeting
Oh, yeah.
Red Buster, throwing a punch at him. Red Buster catches it.
Yeah, that was
and then
good.
he walks off. It's like... And it also helps that they reference that in the crossover movie.
Yeah.
That's
It's like,
pretty amazing.
yeah!
Blaze in our chat suggests the handoff will be Patra and Ichigo going in for the high five, but Lupin Red steals it.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I like that.
That
I
would
can
be
see
pretty
that
funny.
coming. But yeah, that's my prediction of how the handoff might be.
Those are all good theories.
We'll find out this. It's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. It's the finale. Don't
Mommy!
you fucking dare!
It's over!
Damn it.
Anyways,
Blaze in our chat is like more like Don Garbage.
how have we never thought of that? Damn it!
The last episode and we're already
That's
in
good.
Garage.
And Shuhei Mikase apparently just realized that Don Armage comes from the word Armageddon. I said that on the air long ago.
Wait,
Did you say
what?
when his name was first announced?
Yeah. Armageddon. When they first talked about his name, I'm like, I get it. It's Armageddon. Don Armage.
Well, Don Armage, but
Yeah.
Because he's the Don.
His dad. Except
no,
next season,
Armageddon.
they're actually
Armageddon.
Armageddon your case if you don't start paying attention. But yeah, next season we get an actual Don. The Healers.
You come to me on the day of the Lupin's wedding.
Come to me on the day of our Sentai's debut.
Yeah, you come to me on the day of the Super Sentai's debut.
What is wrong, my daughter, on this, the day of my daughter's wedding?
I was thinking Zootopia, so.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of how much Marlon Brando was a dick and how he never read the script. And they would have to plaster his script on like a fucking building miles away so that he could read it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Because he's Marlon Brando.
Seasonal acting.
He certainly isn't reading Brando.
He dead.
Dwayne and Brando?
He dead Brando.
Anyways, featured topic!
Featured topic.
Alright, Emily, if you will.
What am I supposed to do?
What are we watching this week?
Tell us what we're watching and tell us about it.
A full history.
Okay. The first... Thank you for letting me do this.
Of course.
If it's okay, but you don't have to stick with it if it gets annoying.
Nope.
The first ever Precure series, the entirety of Precure is now 15 years old. This year is the 15th anniversary.
Damn.
And they are doing a few special things for that, but we're doing Precurary.
Precurary.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Precurary. Which we're gonna do I can't talk. Watch some Precure season stuff. And the first thing we're gonna start at the beginning, because that's always good. With the very first Precure series, Futari wa Precure, or We Are Precure. Together we're Precure.
Futari is basically translates to us too.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I say we talk about the original Ultra and all you guys walk out.
Yep.
We're here to talk about Precure. You guys haven't even moved a fucking muscle.
That's why I thought it was.
I mean, I scratched my nose once.
That's why I thought it wasn't fair.
Anyways.
No, I'm serious.
These ones aren't larger than life. They fit on the screen.
Oh. No, that explains a lot, yeah.
So, the episode introduces us... We're talking about the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, this is the first 3 episodes of the first continuity season of Precure.
Precure Ichigo.
Yeah, the very first.
So what was Toei thinking of, like, you know what we should do? We should bring back Sailor Moon as a gimmick. Well, no, like, what was the reason behind of them starting Precure?
Well, before, it was in the slot that was occupied by Sailor Moon and Ojamajo Doremi. So it was basically just to fill the void of the Magical Girl slot.
Oh, shit. I was just making a joke.
Yeah, that's from what I know. Like, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is what happened.
Also, wasn't the show on YTV?
It actually, the very first season did get an English dub, and despite the names being Americanized, otherwise it was extremely loyal and really good.
Oh yeah.
It was too good. It was too good for this world, actually, because it ended. That's
surprising for something from the early 2000s.
No, this was like, according to Wikipedia, it was like 2009.
Yeah, it was dubbed way later.
Well, I mean the source material.
Wait a minute. When did the show start?
2003.
Yep, because it's 15 years.
And when did the dub come out? 2009. Oh, so it's like Sergeant Frog.
That dub never happened.
Alright.
They basically turned the whole script into stupidity and took.
So this
the heart
is a whole
and soul
Devil May Cry 2 thing where we just don't say it. We say it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, that's just a.
All right. So
what they did to Keroro and friends was inexcusable.
So we get introduced to our 2 protagonists, Nagisa, a sporty lacrosse playing
Nagisa
lass,
Misumi and Honoka Yukishiro,
who is the smartman.
I
the
prefer
chemist.
I prefer Yukishiro.
I like Honoka because she wears a lab coat and she looks adorable.
Wait. So we can all agree that Cure White's so we can all agree Cure White's the best of the 2.
I mean, I like
I like her when she's not Cure White, and then I like Cure Black when she's Cure Black because I like her outfit.
No, that's weird. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think Cure Black is cooler, but Yukishiro as a civilian character is more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but I think it's because of the face. The face is just she's so cute.
She is cute, and she's like so innocent. Like
she's
she
so
lives with her grandma.
Has a dog.
Her grandma's like as typical generic anime grandmas can be.
Although, like,
but she's generic as my grandma.
the weird thing is, in the first episode, they only showed her in like a silhouette, so I thought that maybe there was some weird mystery going on.
No,
She's the Villanova.
You kept saying...
Shiro, are you fighting them Dusk Zones again?
Yeah, she's the Dusk Lord.
She's just like the Dusk Lord's mom or some shit.
Who, yeah, so the Dusk Lord, he looks like fucking Moo from Monster
well, his name
Ranger.
is literally Dark
Except
King.
He's like up on a mountain like Chernobog.
Yeah,
He's
and
got
then like there's...
chains on him, and it's some pretty corny old early 2000s CG, but it somehow works.
And like there's one episode where like he like has his like arm stretched out, and I'm just
It's
like, holy shit!
For 2003, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
It's Belial from the first Zero movie.
Oh my god, it is.
It's Berudora
Oh yeah.
or something.
And then we get introduced to his general named
Pissard.
Pissard.
Yes, his name is
Captain Jean-Luc Pissard.
I died!
I died
Okay,
too.
when I was first watching this, I watched it pretty early on. Like Pretty Cure 5 was the season that was
Pretty
airing.
Curely.
Yeah, the season that was airing when I first watched Pretty Cure, the original, and I remember losing it to Pissard as well. So
Wait, why hasn't that been a death battle yet? Jedi from Sailor Moon versus Pissard from Precure.
Oh jeez.
I swear to God, Pissard looks like they kit bashed David Bowie, specifically the Goblin King, and Alan from Sailor Moon R.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, and just put him in kabuki makeup.
Yeah.
He does look. He does look
and
like
note that
David Bowie.
He is him looking like David Bowie's kind of a thing, like people mention online a lot, but he's actually only the first like mini arc villain.
So
There's
he's
more?
Jedi.
So he is almost like not really a spoiler, but he's almost gone.
So he's Jedi.
So how many
Yeah.
episodes do we have left with him then?
I do not remember. I just know that we're.
I
pretty
knew
close.
that he was the first of many generals because in the ending you
Named
see
Song
the
Miss
other
Will.
ones dancing
Yes.
behind
Honestly
him.
though, he's a
I'm like, well, he's gonna die real soon.
honestly though, he's a fucking pimp. I love him.
You know who he is?
Almost literally.
He's the guy from Lost Galaxy that only lasted like 9 episodes. The Lemonhead.
Oh, I know who you're. Furio.
Yeah, Furio.
Oh,
Right.
I hated him.
Fun little fact: he was that suit was actually for the final villain of Mega Ranger.
Cool.
Yeah, so they reused it as a general for Lost Galaxy.
Talk about a demotion.
Ouch.
Okay. I have a question for you though, Emily.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Why was one of the what are those things that they had?
The
Sakena?
Sakena? Or the Cure?
The communes, card communes,
Yeah.
they're called.
Why was one in the farm?
Okay, this actually is
glowing
one
present?
of the problems to only watching the first 3 episodes of something is that sometimes things like that'll happen and not be explained in the episodes you see. It is later explained. This sounds so pretentious. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
It's later said that what happened was Mipple actually fell to Earth first as the blue card commune, and then Mepple had just fallen like that day that we see him falling. So there was a big space in between, and we see a painting that has Mipple in it, like in the past.
Okay, so that's why Mipple was in like the box with the organized
Yeah.
cards, and Mipple
And
just
there's-
kind of fell
yeah,
into the room.
And there's all this weird foreshadowing that makes it seem like the grandma was a Cure in the past or something, but
No.
I do not.
I was Cure Gray!
Yes, we made that.
Fucking amateurs!
But I do not remember that joke being made. I mean, I not joke. I don't remember that ever actually coming up at any point in the first season, and I don't think it came up in Max Heart either. It's been a while since I've actually watched them all the way through, so if it did come up, it wasn't that important. But
Do you guys remember the show Atomic Betty?
yes.
yeah,
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the grandma when we find out that the grandmother was also one of the space
I
cadets?
think so.
Yeah, that was a plot point in that show.
But yeah, so the Kirobero style mascots of this show / the voices, identities of the changing devices.
yep. That's a cool thing. Pretty Cure does quite often is have the mascots also be the morphers. I
Have
love
for
that.
these-
They're weird little animal things named Mipple and Meeple.
No, Mipple and Mepple.
Mipple and
Mipple.
Mepple.
Which, Gar,
My God.
this is gonna blow your fucking mind. So Mepple is voiced by Tomokazu Seki,
The
who
voice of the-
overrates from Gokaiger. And Mipple is voiced by the Japanese video Gaspard from Not XGU. So no wonder
Wow.
Ichi hates Gaspard so much.
No, that would make sense.
So, yeah, we
I-
find out that Mipple is, like, the princess of, like, the Garden of Light or whatever like that, which, Oh my god, it's literally the land of Oz.
It does look like
you see this like palace thing in the background. I swear to God, you paint it green. It's the Emerald Palace.
I somehow never realized that how much it looked like Oz until
it's a palace and a field of flowers.
I hear Garden of Light, and I'm like, is that like a section of the Land of Light that the Ultramen are from?
Yeah, Ultra Flowers.
Oh my God, they're pets for Ultraman. Just Ultraman boy shows up. Oh boy, look at all of them.
It's a Meppel and a Mipple.
It's a Meppel.
Those are the cell phones that the Ultramen
But
use.
yeah, so we find out that the Mipple is the princess of the Garden of Light, and
Because
so
of
Meppel is
the strongest warrior.
Yeah, Meppel
her
is sort of
guardian.
like the knight.
And
yeah.
they are a couple. They're lovers, and they're in a this is in the wiki, a lovey-dovey relationship.
Yep.
I remember in the dub where Meppel's the boy one. Right?
Yeah, Meppel's the boy, Meppel's the girl.
I remember Meppel having this really like odd voice where he was more like, "Oh, how dare you?"
Oh God.
No, he wasn't like that at all.
Well,
what do you? No.
that's what I remember.
I'm Meppel.
What the fuck did I watch?
No.
Did you watch like an ocean dub or something?
Or an abridged?
No, I remember watching this on television.
His voice was distinctly deeper than it is in the Japanese version, and they don't have
like,
their...
hey, I'm Meppel!
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. They
and
don't have their...
Meppel voiced by Danny DeVito.
They don't have their vocal tics, which took me forever to get used to, because they say them all the time in
Meppel.
the original.
So apparently...
And every sentence with Meeple or Meppel.
It's like how Garu ends every...
Yeah, it's the same deal, yeah.
So they decide to take, like, the form of cell phones, and, like, they're actually in the cell phones, and apparently they're more, like, comfortable in our world being these cell phones because they consume too much energy and get tired
forms,
if they're in the real forms.
Wait a minute.
Sure, why not?
Wait a minute. They're cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 15th anniversary year.
Yep.
What also debuted 15 years ago?
Size.
What was his transformation?
A cell phone.
Whoa!
See what I mean? Like, I keep saying, Precure is tokusatsu, so...
I got it. The next Precure needs to use smartphones.
No, I've already done it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, we just need to watch like the first couple of episodes of each season.
We also have at least one final weapon that's an iPad.
Oh my God!
That is Doki Doki. I forget what it's called.
Doki Doki. I forget what it's called.
No. It's an iPad, but I forget what it's called.
I'm looking.
It's the one they used to do their final attack where they all grow wings and like.
Oh my God!
And we have the Smart Home as well, which is the transformation device for Cure Felice, which is a Kindle.
So
basically.
like Meppel like decides to like get Nagisa to just be like, all right, we need to go find my partner Meppel. So like just we're going this way, and he keeps like leading her straight ways like through buildings and through like a kitchen.
She's in this direction, and I don't give a fuck what we have to
and
walk
like,
through.
She stops in the middle of the
That's
kitchen
right.
and she
That's
sees
the
all the
pre-changed
food, and
mirror.
she's like, I'm hungry, and then like ends up finding Honoko or whatever.
Just search Precure Pad.
I looked up iPad Precure
No,
weapon.
don't search iPad Precure weapon. It's from Doki Doki. It's
So then and then
their item transformation items actually are smartphones because the mascots turn into phones, but they also have a touchscreen.
Wow. But yeah, so these phones that
Found
they
it.
become also.
That's it. Magical Lovely Pad.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Look up Magical
That's a
Lovely
small
Pad.
screen.
Well, it could be just smaller.
Found it.
But yeah, so not only are these mascots cell phones and Pokemon, but they come with their own set of Cloud cards.
They're Tamagotchis too.
Yeah, and they come with their own set of Cloud
I
cards,
love them so much.
which serve such amazing functions towards saving the world as feeding them, putting them to sleep. And I'm sure there's plenty of other equally useful
There's
cards.
a medicine, there's a nurse who gives them a shot, and there's also like a teacher, butler type guy. I forget what they're called.
Yeah,
Is it Tamagotchi?
From the bumpers, I did see a teacher.
Yeah. That's the Magical Lovely Pad up there, and that's it in its unupgraded form. There's an upgraded form where it gets like an iPad
Does it get
case with
Facebook?
wings
The
on it.
iPad, where it changes to the iPad Mini.
No, it gets
No,
bigger.
no.
Oh, God.
Someone needs to Photoshop
The iPad
that
Pro.
over Wolfman's smartphone.
Oh, just on his like the smartphone on his arm.
Yeah.
There you go.
If someone can do that, you'll make my night.
Oh, that would be amazing.
But yeah, Nagisa, who's like still not totally on board, is carrying the cell phone around in her lacrosse stick.
Yeah, she's a lacrosse player. It's the only anime I've ever
I just
seen
wanted
with lacrosse
her
in
to
it.
just go, you know what? Fuck this, and then just whip it out into the fucking
No,
snow.
that happens. There's the upgraded version.
Oh,
It's
man.
a harp.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's cool. It's a touchscreen, so you can play it.
Yep. You just put that. It was sold as 2 pieces. The Magical Lovely Pad came first, and then the harp thing came after. I forget what it's called.
Oh, so that attaches to it?
Yes, it attached to it. So
it's a iPad case.
It is. It's an iPad case.
Oh man.
But
yeah, then they morph henshin.
They transform.
Oh yeah. They say henshin.
So yeah,
No,
they get led into this theme park where she meets the other one, and she runs into the theme park without paying for one.
Well, it was closed, so there's no.
Then why were they letting her in?
I don't know. Maybe they just. That's a good point.
Hey, stop! It's not my budget.
No, she has a magic cell phone. She can go in.
Hey, wait, she has a magic cell phone.
So Daivd Bowie shows up and starts playing The World Ends With You by telekinetically throwing benches and shit at them.
But instead,
also, Honoka shows up just because.
Also, he's trying to steal a baby.
Mipple led her there.
But if they were both trying to find each other, why did they both end up at the theme park?
I guess they both were sort of in concurrent paths, and then eventually...
Maybe they were just like both on opposite sides of the theme park, and that's just where they met.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So yeah, Daivd Bowie throws benches, and then we get the henshin.
Yep.
Dual Aurora Wave.
Yes, which is Dual Aurora Wave, which is such a weird...
Yeah.
Like, later seasons...
Are they powered by, like, Aurora Borealis?
They're powered by light. They're the emissaries of light, the soldiers of light. But
do they henshin together every episode?
Yes, they actually have to be together in order to transform.
So it's Sailor Moon Super S.
Sort of, except very focused on the 2-person thing.
I know, but that's what I'm saying with Super S. Moon and Chibi Moon always transform together.
Oh, sorry, I forgot if they had to be together to transform though, because I know that Chibi Moon has a solo transform.
Yeah, it's just like only like one episode the whole season.
Yeah, but these two actually cannot transform without each other.
Which is
weird,
I
like the joke when they're transforming. It's like they both have their arms up in the air. They shout their phrase.
Yeah.
And like
Nagi says.
Yeah, Nagi says like, wait, what did I just say?
Yeah.
I just like that they're like while they're transforming, they're just like T1000ing.
Yep, it's inexplicably
like
they have this weird liquid metal thing going on this season. Yeah, the animation in that season was freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
We were looking at the GIF of the iPad.
Yeah, Doki Doki Precure was a thing. It was a season where there were too many cooks trying to spoil the broth and come up with plots, and there was too much plot for the show.
And then they threw an iPad in the soup.
There was an iPad in there, yeah. That's the least weird thing. It has the problem...
Is that one of the ones we're going to be watching?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
But that's probably because the first 3 episodes, nothing particularly weird happens.
Okay.
And then we get into the 6th Ranger being a character who shows the butt out of nowhere, despite there being a character who's been established to clearly be the 6th Ranger.
Oh, yeah. They pull a birth.
That's what you said last time. Yeah. Of course, it does. Spoilers for Doki Doki Precure. I want to warn in case anyone...
Doki Doki Precure Club?
In case anyone wants to watch it, but... Technically, the 6th Ranger is this person, because they're all fragments of the same person who got split up.
Okay.
And I turned into an egg.
Alright, so, yes, channeling the power of the Silver Surfer, they transform into Cure Black and Cure White.
Sorry about the interruption.
And then they have the ability to jump.
That is something that's occurred in every Precure season. Not every, but a lot of Precure seasons.
They always jump good and don't know it yet?
Yeah, there's always a scene where they jump really high and they're like, what's happening?
I remember watching Kira a la mode, and one of them's a rabbit.
Yeah.
In which...
Main character, yeah.
Yeah, she jumps up way up into the air, and it's like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah, they have that a lot where the main character usually jumps up and they're all like, how am I jumping this high? And it started from this. This was the first time.
Also, Ichi, I prefer Power Rider Fusion's sound effect. Bunny! That is a thing, look it up.
Gar likes the right purported westernizing.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh.
That wasn't me. That is actually a thing on YouTube.
Okay. So then, Daivd Bowie introduces us to the functional monster of the week. The Zakena, which is a giant ghost Pokemon.
And it just goes, Zakena!
Wait, so
it's a Pokemon!
Does Zakena mean anything?
I'm sure it's a pun.
I believe it is a pun, but I'm not entirely sure on what.
Okay, so the monsters don't really have names. It's just they're the Zakena.
Yeah, they're the Zakena, but like they're usually like in art books and stuff are referred to by what they are.
So
okay,
it's like
so Zakena
the roller coaster,
Zakena coaster,
the
Zakena vacuum.
Zakena, yeah.
So yeah, this one they possess items and take control of them, and this week it's the roller coaster.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster monster.
That's a nice
It's pretty
gimmick.
cool, actually.
It's like he possesses something in the arena, or like in his local area, and he's like, attack it.
He possesses the hot singles in your area.
In which that's what he does.
That actually does happen in one of these episodes.
That happened in episode 3.
An actual hot single in the area.
And then the roller coaster monster shoots his Leizors. That's our joke for eye lasers.
Yes.
And he shoots wheels like Shakuriki sports chakrams. But of course, the Cures have their own powers, which includes prevasion.
Yes, and they don't just shoot magic around. They do a lot of jumping and kicking and stuff.
And a hipping and a hopping and a bipping and a bopping. Yeah, they like dodge it as if it's like a programmed reflex. So I'm like, what is this, gun volt with the prevasion? It's a video game joke. And then they do their Hisatsu, channeling the powers of Black and White Thunder.
Break your marble screw.
It's actually called Marble Screw.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the dub, apparently
Change it to
it's
Twister,
Twister, because screw probably doesn't sound good in English.
I mean, they obviously didn't mean anything dirty by it, but it's just here the people would be like,
That's not even the part I'm weirded out by, because like the attack does look like a spiral, but like, why marble?
Because marbled, like, you know when black and white is together, they call it marbled?
Like the marble.
Oh, like marble tile?
Yeah, like marble.
No, like a marble ball.
Or blackened ice
like
cream.
Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes on a marble ball.
I guess. Snake Eyes is on dice.
You never played the marbles, have you?
No.
We're going to the dollar store tomorrow. I'm going to show you some marbles.
I don't wanna.
You're going to like it and enjoy it, just like the evil face on my pizza box.
What?
Grease
there are
stains.
the eyes and there's the mouth.
Oh god, it looks like
You're bad at like Rorschach images.
It looks like the Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy monster.
Gar's looking at like a Rorschach image. It's stained in grease in his pizza box.
Tell me,
Pizza.
what does that look like to you? Looks like a sky.
They'll look up to me and ask, "Would you like a slice?" And I'll look down and say, "No."
All right, Doc. I got another question for you. What you see?
Where are they?
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
Are you speaking that?
No. We're quoting Watchmen with Rourke. There's a hero named Rorschach.
I know you're quoting Watchmen. I'm sorry. I just thought of the one YouTube video in the making fun of the Dark Knight interrogation where the Joker can't understand what Batman's saying. Eventually he says, "Are you speaking bats?" Yeah.
So they defeat the Zakena, who then explodes into a bunch of tiny black Cross Wars versions of Starmon.
And they say, "Come in there," as they jump away.
Oh, they're so adorable. I fucking love those little guys.
And you said they're called Gomena?
Yeah, I believe they're called Gomena, yes.
And then episode 2 happens.
Oh, no, but the ending, though.
All right, the end. Wait.
The ending song is interesting for this. They later went into doing full-on dance endings, but now they have this sort of half-dance ending.
You know what?
It's like everyone of any particular relevance marches in, like Nagisa and all her friends, Honoka and her friends, Nagisa and her family, Honoka and her dog and grandmother.
Yeah.
I expect there's some family drama there. We would learn
yeah,
about
we'll
later.
learn about it later.
Hi, Doug. I am friend Doug.
And the villains too.
The weird thing is the dog is named Chutaro, and I'm like, isn't chew the word for mouse?
No, it means squeak, but it can also mean kiss. So it's
right, you're right.
Sort of like naming a dog like Kisses or
Kiss
something.
boy, because Taro is like boy.
Kiss boy.
But okay, I'm not the only one.
Let's
Hopefully
make
I'm not the only one that thought this. Am I the only one? At the beginning of the ending, with the pom-poms, and when they're shouting, "Let's go," or like, "Let's go, let's do this."
K-U-Z-C-O, Cusco, go!
No, when it goes, "Let's go," I'm ready to think Pikachu's Vacation's about to come on.
Oh my god.
What I was thinking of, like,
Was
at
Wipeouts.
right at the
Yeah.
start, at the ending, it's like, aww, and I went, freak out!
Yeah.
Let's see This is cheap.
I gotta say, the ending and opening of the show gets better and better the more you hear it.
Dante and Futari Precure is a bop, as they call it on the internet.
The opening did get infectious and catchy.
The opening is now officially on my phone before I went to work because I'm like, I really like this music.
And the last thing to mention about
Sorry,
the ending is
that
how,
was
like,
dumb.
as the song ends, you just hear some guy in the background just scream,
Yeah, I never knew why.
Just like this one guy in the audience is like, yeah! Next episode! Well, someone photoshopped the iPad model.
No.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
There we go.
I love how you can even see the characters' faces on it.
Wow.
Let's go.
Get you, L-O-V-E, love, love.
I know Anthony isn't going to want to edit the video for this, so you'll have to check our Discord chat for that.
Yep.
Episode 2.
Ore wa Nagisa! Or Ore wa Tenkuchi Nagisa, or whatever.
We
They do a recap and we start making taku
Yeah,
jokes.
they
Of course
for
you do
some
that.
reason the first few episodes of the early Precures have these weird things where the main characters recap them. I don't recall it happening a lot in the later seasons. I watching this has just reminded me how much I should go back and rewatch all the ones I've already seen, which is bad because there are some Precure seasons I haven't seen.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Wait, you haven't seen every single one?
I have not watched Precure 5 or its sequel.
Well, I mean, like, I haven't seen every Kamen Rider, so...
For some reason, I just haven't. Every other one I've pretty much seen.
Well, you haven't seen the Showa era,
Yeah.
but you've seen everything from Kuga to now.
Everything from Kuga forward I've seen, and some of the movies from Showa, which we've talked about on the show.
I've watched the seasons while they were airing from Heartcatch onward, but I have been a Precure fan like for a really long time, and I was catching up, and then I found out that a new season was going to start after Fresh, and then I was like, I can watch it like when it's airing. Oh my god! So that's a lot of people started with Heartcatch. I started from the beginning.
So
And
Heartcatch is the Kabuto of Precure.
Heartcatch is no. You guys actually made a better comparison, saying Heartcatch is the Gaim of Precure.
Oh, so it's the one that's good enough that everyone starts getting hooked on it?
Heartcatch is the one everyone says is the best season, and it's beautifully animated. The story is fine.
Do they kill everyone in America?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's a thing in Gaim.
It's minor.
I'm halfway through Gaim. I'm actually on episode 21 now, which I'm also on episode...
That's when stuff starts getting
when I'm
serious.
on episode 21 of Build as well right now, so I'm going to start watching them simultaneously.
Cool. So in episode 2, we learn that the plot of the show is that there are 7 Chaos Emeralds. I mean Dragon Balls. I mean Prism Stones.
Yes, they are, not gonna lie, they're Chaos Emeralds. They're heart-shaped Chaos Emeralds.
It's the Chaos Hearts from Super Paper Mario.
And the thing they put them in that shows up in the eye catch, I almost said the heart catch, is actually, we don't find out what it's called during these 3 episodes, but I'm gonna tell you because it's great. It's the container they put it in is called the Prism Hopish.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like something Merlin would come up with from the
Did they
sword
kit
and
bash
stone.
the words hope and dish?
I have no clue where they got
Hopish.
Hopish from. But it makes it sound like it's not very hopeful, just a little bit hopeful.
Yeah, hope-ish.
Yeah.
We can take it or leave it.
What word was I on? Hoggity poggity. All right. Hoggity
Hoggity.
Oh my god, it does
I
sound
love
like something.
Sword in the Stone.
I have to... Oh man, I have to show you my Chimera versions of Merlin and Madame Mim sometimes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, we get introduced
They
to
can shapeshift, so they could turn to chimeras.
We get introduced to the fact that these cards that these the devices have come with are all for different functions. So it becomes Digimon Tamers.
Yeah, so like
they actually say card slash.
Yeah, and like there's different things where like one's like a shaft, the other one like helps you sleep, and like I guess it's like when they slash the card, it like they dream it.
Because like it
looks like
pops out
it's,
of a bubble.
it's like in a bubble, so it's like not actually
bubbles.
it's not actually happening, but it's like a dream.
It's sort of like almost like a dimension inside the phone that it, because on the toy, as you might have guessed, that's actually the screen. It shows it.
Oh, that's cool.
So like Meppel is like, oh, I need to get to sleep, and then like they use a card, and
then he
like,
dreams about
he dreams
sleeping?
about someone getting him to sleep.
So
yeah, it
weird.
looks sort of weird in the context.
Yeah.
Am I talking too much?
Nope.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We get a cute little scene where Honoka makes a Rube Goldberg machine to make candy, and then it shatters immediately.
Because candy
I made
shatters.
one candy! Success!
And like a soccer ball almost hits them through a window, and then she goes down and it's like, what the fuck? Oh, you're that boy I really, really like. Just don't do it again, alright? And then just walks off.
And the weird part is, his name is Fujipi.
That's not his actual name, it's like his nickname, but I don't remember what
Oh,
his
is
full
it?
name is.
I have a feeling he's related to the villain.
So then we
Do you want me
see...
to spoil anything, or...?
It
He
doesn't...
is related to the villain,
He has
isn't he?
absolutely nothing to do with the villain at all.
Oh.
I don't know why you and Gar both seem to think Fujipi is a secret villain. He's not.
I didn't make any assumptions.
He has
about it.
almost no relevance to anything aside from being her crush and occasionally being a villain.
Absolutely nothing.
What does that make you? Absolutely nothing.
Oh my god, I need to watch Spaceballs again.
So we see our friend Daivd Bowie, Mr. Pissard,
Our friend Daivd Bowie.
in his human disguise.
Which-
His human form, not at all a Zognoid.
Gindrax. He reminds me of Gindrax.
A little bit, yeah.
I didn't realize, and that's another thing that I think is, I've never watched this with anybody, just...
And like one of the teachers, like when he's introduced or whatever as a student teacher, like...
That's the
that's the
episode
third
after this,
episode.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is when he's in the mall buying the vacuum.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize until watching this with other people just how much he looks like he just stepped out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right?
Yeah.
He looks like...
Like a Kagi, Bakura...
Just slap a dual disc on him and boom, he'll fit right on him.
Right?
Hey, he's a sailor, just get him a chick and boom, we're all free.
Yeah.
Did
And then we see Meppel is Nagisa's.
Yep.
I'm gonna mix them up forever.
That's
So
okay.
he effectively just devolves the conversation into, "Please listen to my backstory. We'll be friends forever."
Again with the list.
I don't want your backstory.
Again with the clip.
Please, we have to fill the episode.
Alright.
We also
And
need
then
to
they
tell
tell
the
her-
audience the backstory.
Yeah,
And then episode
And
3,
them,
they
for that
reused
matter.
that animation.
yeah.
Well, it's more of it in episode 3, I think.
But yeah, and then Honoka is being told the same story by Meeple, and it seems like Grandma overhears. Oh, hold on. There you
Yeah!
go.
But like she knows the whole time,
Oh,
apparently.
beautiful.
So it's safe to say at some point she's gonna like find out about what's happening,
But doesn't give a shit.
and that's why I was making a joke earlier. Like she used to be Cure Gray.
Yep. Like, there's so many things that suggest she might have been a Cure in the past, but I genuinely do not remember them ever following up on that,
Maybe there was a movie.
except for them using it later as a plot point in other seasons with unrelated grandmas being Cures in the past.
Cool. Maybe they didn't do it in that series, but they were inspired by the possibility.
That's what I was thinking.
So we get introduced to Zakena, what I'm going to call Zakena Sojiki, the vacuum monster, which is supposed to be a dragon, I guess, because it's got a long neck and breathes
Wait a minute.
in a manner of
Vacuum,
speaking.
dragon, Kali!
Dragon Sojiki, best match.
And then like the actual like vacuum part of it, like kind of looks like a rider helmet kind of because he's got like goggles,
A little bit.
and visor on. So
So it starts sucking. Suck!
what was
Suck!
this? What was this?
Suck!
What is it sucking up again?
Them, like it tries to suck up Nagisa.
And power. It sucks up. Look.
Oh yeah, it causes the outages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's sucking up power. Yeah. So then like yeah, so the Precures go to fight them, and then like they actually get like hit really badly and like fall down an elevator shaft onto an elevator, and then there's people in the elevator, and then like
I'm getting
Before
Spider-Man
that-
Homecoming.
There was this
Flashbacks.
one weird, really elongated shot where like Cure White is being thrown around, and you just see her arms like swirling around like she's charging up a fucking Kamehameha. But then it doesn't amount to anything. So I'm just like, that was weird. But yeah, they get dropped down an elevator, and then Daivd Bowie cuts the elevator line, so it starts dropping down, like, you know, that trope where like, oh no, the elevator's falling. And out of fucking nowhere, these two primary school, high school-ish age girls come up with the idea to pull an Emperor's New Groove and suspend themselves on the walls of the shaft so they can hold the elevator in place and slow it down.
It was really intense.
And holy shit, did it work. Like, they managed to, like, stop the elevator enough that, like, it just safely kind of just goes, onto the ground.
If you think you're not in for something that intense watching this show, and then you see that, it kind of wakes you up a little bit.
Hey, Nagi-san, we did it. Yeah!
So I just did a quick Googling to affirm my memory on Honoka's grandma. No, she is confirmed to have known Mipple, but never actually. And I mean, there's an episode about her backstory, which I remembered that, but I forgot if it implied she was a cure. But no, it never did. I was right. I remembered correctly. So I guess she just wasn't good enough.
So it's like Hatsuma and Ultraman Ginga. The old man knows who Ultraman is. He's one of the chosen ones. But no, he won't transform.
Yeah, she knows they're Precure, is basically.
So after saving the elevator, they wall jump back up the elevator shaft.
Well, being as you know,
music.
Precures are extremely bouncy.
Mega Man X.
Precures are very bouncy.
But yeah, wall jump.
Like Tigger.
No.
The difference in Mario, you can't wall jump infinitely. In Mega Man X, you can.
Oh, you can? Mega Man X?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Sonic.
Oh yeah, the springs.
Kinda. So, the vacuum shoots lightning, they have a shield made of Aurora Borealis, and then
It's
they...
triggered by them holding hands.
And then they rider kick it.
What's that? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis!
Yeah, I know. It was coming up.
And so they defeat the monster, and which apparently, like Sailor Moon, returns the object to normal that was possessed.
Hey, look, free vacuum!
And then it gets sold in the mall with the kick mark still on it.
And then Riku bought it.
Somehow it gets back there. I don't know how, but...
I also noticed that at one point there was just a sign that said, "Drink!"
Yeah.
What are with signs and shows just being the most blandest thing? Hot. Drink. Dope.
Maybe they should have been
for
together.
Those who are
Hot
interested,
drink.
there's a picture of Pessard, so now you see what we mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, move.
Doesn't he look like one of the fucking misfits from Gem?
He's
he
truly
does.
outrageous.
It's pretty outrageous.
Well, then again, he does look like David Bowie, so...
His songs are better.
Sure about that.
Pissards?
David Bowie died for our sins. Much like the Optimus Prime and Spock.
Well, I mean, he was the
Except
Goblin.
those two assholes came back.
I mean, he was the Goblin King,
Let's
so
get
he caused enough.
let's get on to the third episode, because that one's my favorite.
Oh man, I actually almost forgot about how freaking insane this episode got.
So episode 3 is about David Bowie becoming a student teacher at their high school.
And, like, so he gets, like, introduced in front of, like, the whole fucking, like, student body, and, like, one of the teachers is just over and it's like, wow, he's so good looking. And then, like, immediately you just see, like, Pessard, like, just looks like she's looking in her direction, just going, "The fuck you say about me?"
No, just as he's scanning through the children.
And then, like,
Target located.
The Precures immediately are just like, "Oh my god!"
And of course, the same villain trope of identifying them, knowing who they are in their civilian life, and probably doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
He just walks off stage instead of pointing at her and blowing her the fuck up.
Hi, Battle Fever J. How may I help you? Because that's what happens in fucking Battle Fever J. We know who the Rangers are. All right, let's go kill them.
See, the thing that's kind of weird about
The moon's
early,
not right.
the early Precure series, and also Sailor Moon for that matter, is
They know who they are.
the character appearance basically is just a different outfit. Their hair, the hair of Nagisa and Hanukkah into Pure Black and White, style changes slightly, and they're like 2 shades lighter, but it's
We
not
used
even.
a different marker.
They're not even like if you can tell that that's them easy. Whereas in later seasons we get some pretty dramatic changes in terms of hair color, like pink to blonde.
Short hair to long hair.
Yeah, we get short hair to really long hair.
So then, like, later on, like, the vice principal, like, goes to see fucking Pessard or whatever like that, who's in his, like,
Oh,
classroom,
God,
and
I
it's like,
forgot about
it's like,
that.
oh, wait, where are all your students? It's just like,
And he just doesn't respond to anything and just stares
But I
forward.
think he's just like, I sent them home. It's like, why would you do that?
No, the joke we had while we were watching was like, "Oh, Mr. Kazuma, what happened to the class you were supposed to teach?" "I hate them. I hate them." Go away.
Oh my god.
And like the female teacher starts hitting on him, and he's not responsive.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was just going, "I only talk to goth chicks." Piss off.
Can I help you? Or it's like, maybe we can hang out sometimes. I don't date dudes.
No, I don't want to do any of that.
I don't date human. I would like to date a human, for I am a human and not at all a Zognoid.
So then, like,
What's
he
Game
like,
Grumps joke.
so then he like puts his finger on like the teacher's forehead and it's just like, you will find these girls for me, and like I guess like transmits an image of one of the Precures into her head. And
Just
it's
I'm
just,
going
like,
to I'm going to Bluetooth you an image from my head into your head.
And then they like end up in the gymnasium. Well, they go to Cure White's house or whatever like that.
The
And
dog licks the phone.
dog licks the
That-
phone.
That'll void the warranty.
Yeah, and then we see Dr. Breakstone, like a picture,
Which is obviously
The
a rip on
Einstein,
Dr.
yeah.
Einstein, because it's
Oh.
a big white-haired guy sticking his tongue
and
out.
then like with the parents, I guess her parents are either dead or they're probably overseas, as usually those animes go.
And
So-
They're dead, aren't they?
You will find out unless you want me to.
Well, the maid definitely
They're
quit.
dead.
are they dead?
No, they are just away.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently there's just like her, the grandma, and the maid, but the maid left.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the maid died.
So, like, the
Unfortunately.
grandma brings them...
No, the maid left for the day.
The grandma, like, brings them cookies and then notices they have the same phones, so I was just like, you damn kids and your iPhones!
Ha! Millennials and their technology.
Yep.
You and the Bluetooth and the AirDrop and the Apple TVs
the Donkey Kong.
and the monsters and the saving of the world and
The
such.
Pokies, Mons.
And the Pikachus.
But yeah, so then
Grandmas
they all
in the
like end up
2000s.
in the gymnasium or whatever like that, and so like Picard's just like, all right, I got you guys where I need you. I'm gonna fuck you up, and then like.
And the weird part
Well,
about that is
JK.
he's like in his disguise as Kazuma, and then he like jumps off screen, and when he lands, he's just Pissard again.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you,
No.
Kamen Rider Ichigo?
No, that is a freaking Toku thing, man. Where like a villain can easily just do a twirl and boom, in
I would have preferred a twirl, or at least some sort of like clothes pulling off, like haha moment.
Yeah.
No, he just jumps up, and then in the next scene he falls
Yeah.
down,
Yeah,
is in the new outfit.
Yeah, Lane said he doesn't even do the pulling off the clothes thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think it looks better in animation with him jumping up and then him coming down.
But the thing is, like, Sailor Moon has done it so well where they were able to show effects of, like, clothes, like, fluttering and taking up the whole scene. Like, Tuxedo Mask did it a lot, whereas Cape would, like, flow and take up the whole screen.
We're on a budget.
Shh.
It's
Oh,
a new
Sailor
show.
Moon.
It's a new show. Don't want to waste all the budget. In
So,
episode
he
3.
jumps down as Pissard and, like, threatens the teacher, but with his extendable fingernail to her throat.
And Meg has the power
Yeah,
of
like-
growing her fingernails.
Yeah.
So then, like, he summons his Akana or whatever like that, and it turns into, like, one of the acrobatic
It
things.
takes over the, like, stack of blocks that you have to jump over in gym class.
And it just starts
Gym equipment,
whipping himself at them. And then, like, they get, like, sent flying into a wall, whatever, like...
Its
and
aim
luckily
is terrible.
Yeah, and the impact, like, thankfully they, like, absorbed the impact so the teacher didn't get hurt, but, like, Jesus
breaks the wall,
Christ,
yeah.
they got hurt really...
There is a lot of wall and floor breaking.
Oh, and then they get like wrapped up in a fucking like curtain, and just like
Haha, it's
and,
curtains
like,
for you now!
You see like Cure Black going like, oh, it hurts, and I'm just like, holy shit!
And the weird part is Pissard starts like smiling as he's watching them getting all constricted, and I'm just like, is that your fetish?
Oh,
is
no.
Is that what's getting you on?
We haven't talked about Kazama the radar technician yet.
I was gonna
oh my
Yes.
god!
What?
So I noticed that like when they get like a show close up like Pissard's like just like his torso, and he just has like a six-pack just bleeding through his shirt.
Yeah, like impossibly tight shirt.
I saw Pissard in the bathroom. He had an 8-pack. He was shredded.
Yeah, we were talking about using his alter ego.
No, I
like-
think he looks like he weighs 30 pounds soaking wet under that little red spandex. He's a punk bitch.
Jeez, Pissard fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, what's the name of the stormtrooper played by Fred Armisen?
I can't remember.
I'm just imagining it as Meph.
But
sorry, I killed your garden.
Yeah.
sorry,
I saw Pissard in the
sorry
bathroom.
I killed your teacher.
Yeah.
Speaking of the teacher, she gets a leap to our doom moment.
Yeah, where she's...
And they're like trying to stop her or whatever like that, and then just like they do, and Pissard's just like, oh, curse you, pretty cares, and then fucks
Also,
off.
Pure White...
He gets Team Rocket blasted off.
Pure White punching balls.
Oh yeah, gets like hit by
Oh
like
no,
evil
balls with
She
teeth!
gets hit by like evil basketballs, and she gets hit by one in the stomach, which just gave me like
Evil
PTSD to
basketballs.
like when I accidentally got kicked in the stomach with a soccer ball, and it sucked.
I should have worded that. I meant to say karate chopping them.
And a football to the face.
Oh.
And
Ichi
I got
said he
hit in the
got
face
hit
a lot
with a
in
ball,
gym
and then
class.
the wall hit.
Yeah,
his head.
one time when I was in elementary school, I was like standing off to the side while soccer was happening, and I got hit real hard in the head with a soccer ball, and then the other side of my head hit the wall.
Oh
It
jeez.
was not fun.
Elementary school? No, I'm talking about high school.
No, I mean, I'm just saying I have had ball-related
I
trauma.
avoided gym class because of my legs. Yay. Disability.
Bitch.
Nope.
So
then, like,
So Pizarro pulls an Ultraman 80.
Pissard
His
pisses
identity
off.
was revealed, so he has to leave.
yeah. And then later on, the teacher gives them shit or whatever like that because she doesn't remember what happened. And then just,
Yeah,
like,
they just saved her, and she's like,
and Cure Black's just like, fucking.
having a secret identity sucks.
No, she says her catchphrase. Ariana.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
And that's like,
Because
you
Nagi
two are
says
both
catchphrase.
missing your class. Technically, you're also
It was
missing
translated
class.
as no,
Yeah.
no way in the.
If we're there
subtitle.
before, if we get there before you, we're not late.
Aha!
Just
And
run.
then the next episode, they go on a field trip to a museum, and like all the art fucking comes to life. Apparently, tries
Yeah.
to kill them.
Brace yourself. It's an art attack.
Yes.
Well, are you guys referencing that show that was on like
Yes.
PBS or
Yeah, Art
something?
Attack.
Also,
TDO.
also, they have banana snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
They talk about eating snacks. Yeah, it's sort
Yeah,
of,
they talk about eating dessert, and like Cure White's just like, no desserts on this field trip.
Well, no, it's like no desserts because they're not going to be out all day. So
Yeah.
it's just lunch. It's
But
brunch.
yeah, so that was the first 2 episodes of the original Precure series, and I gotta say, I liked it.
I'm going to
It
keep
was
watching.
very good.
I will admit that I was genuinely more entertained than I was expecting. So, pleasant surprise.
I'm going to keep watching it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna watch
Watch
the
it ends.
new series that's coming out.
I'm
so.
looking forward to what we have next.
I forget what the next one is.
That's
it
okay, you
first
shouldn't
week?
mention it anyways, because
Okay.
only our patrons get to know up front.
Our
Yes,
patron.
all
It's-
three.
Hashtag money for Lane. Like, come on.
It's pretty Cure related.
Well, yeah.
Well,
So
No.
so if you want to know what it is beforehand, you have to watch 14 years of Precure in the next week.
wait. So are we going to do Rider, whatever Precure is, then the Kyuranger finale?
Yes.
I guess.
Because I feel like the Kyuranger finale is going to be the biggest discussion.
Yes.
Yeah,
we-
it should
Do
be.
we want to be the most tired when we talk about it?
That would be
We'll
funnier
have
though. Right?
drinks. We'll start early.
I will come up here with a case.
I thought you were gonna
We're
say
gonna
I'll
do
come
this.
up here with a cake.
You can have cake.
No, that
We
would be-
should. It would be awesome if we had a cake that was just like happy
Ooh,
end of
a
Cure.
Q-let shaped cake.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
happy with. Oh my god! Actually, you know what?
Ellie,
Oh my
make it so.
Yeah, let's do. Wait, I'm heading back to Dunsville next week.
No.
Your loss.
No, that's
I'm
not
gonna be
fair,
here.
then.
Oh, womp womp. Do you want to be on Discord or something?
Yeah, I'll probably.
I'll eat the cake over Discord.
I'll join over Discord.
Okay, there we go.
Just save a piece of cake. And put it in the
Anyways, this has
fridge.
been a long fucking episode. Hope you all enjoyed our
How
shenanigans.
long is this episode? I can't tell with these recordings.
We're at an hour and 50 minutes.
Here we go.
That counts what has to be
Anthony
cut out.
hates us so much.
Anthony quits.
I gotta say the highlight of this episode for free was just the fucking Shrek build stuff.
That was
fun.
that was not expected, and it was amazing.
It's just a dragon.
Is this a Ryuga?
Riders have forms.
Kaijins have forms. Riders have forms. Forget it. We both
No
have
wonder
forms.
you don't have any friends. Anyways, Ichi,
No wonder you don't have any forms.
take us out, Warp 9, engage.
He doesn't get Star
Yes, he
Trek.
does.
I get it. I just don't. You've been watching too much Star Trek.
Engage. Make it so.
Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, subscribing, favoriting, sharing, and loving. We love you all. As always, the hub site for our nonsense is castranger.podbean.com.
Keep talking.
Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rscastranger. Tweet at us at Ixie Studios. Check out on our site, you can find links to our publicly available Discord where you can not only chat with us, but listen into our recordings live. And check out our merchandise where you can buy Castranger themed shirts, jackets, hats, tote bags, even pillows. And of course, please check out our Patreon and consider pledging to help us make the show better for you.
Fucking do it or you're all getting shot.
Whoa, that could be considered a threat.
It was a warning shot.
Next one's going right through the internet.
Yep.
I'm gonna Carter Peter Schmidt your ass.
This is Radio Sentai Castranger, Pink Caster Lane. I'm back, bitches.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry about all the weird absence, and I'm sorry about being so dumb about Precure stuff.
You're not dumb about Precure. You fucking love Precure.
It's
That's why we're
adorable.
doing this.
Oh,
It's time for you to be the teacher, and we are the students.
No, it doesn't feel right.
Yes, it does.
Feels dumb.
Good night! Precurary! Precurary!
He has sandwich. Yeah!
Yuppie! Yuppie!
Radio Sentai Castranger is brought to you by our generous patrons, Oliver Nilsson, and viewers like you.